Anyone who wants to become a data analyst doesn't need to know machine learning and all of these things.
How much mathematics are you using?
Being from a company who is the market lead of AI revolution right now, I don't think AI is here to take your job. And now every tool is integrated with AI or co-pilot capabilities.
I am jobless maybe for 3-4 years because my background was like that.
So one thing that I suggested to them, and thankfully they have good job offers now.
You can learn Python, SQL, Excel, statistics and some dashboarding tool, and you can easily become a data analyst. No doubt about that. But by just having these skills only, will you be able to crack the high paying data analyst job, that too in the good product based companies, specifically when the world is moving towards the AI. So starting from 2023 and even in the upcoming years, companies have started demanding for the AI enabled data analysts. So you should definitely know how you can use and integrate AI in your day-to-day data analytics job, which will definitely help you to get a high-paying job at a good product-based company. And this is what we will be discussing in this in-depth podcast. And for that, I have invited a guest from the Microsoft itself, and she is working as a data professional there. So she will be giving all the insights, and most important for the non-tech folks, like if you're coming from a non-tech domain or background, how you can easily get into the data analytics job, how you can do that easy transition, what all things you need to learn, and especially to become an AI enabled data analyst in 2024. And watch this podcast till the very end, because she is going to bring a top-notch 3-month basic to advanced data analyst bootcamp in the live classes format, where you will be learning all this data analytics on the Azure cloud. You will be learning everything about AI and Copilot. So watch it till the very end. And a very important announcement for all the aspiring data analysts. I know you all were waiting for our new batch of data analyst bootcamp very eagerly. And finally, the wait is over, because on Grow Data Skills, we have recently launched our Data Analyst 3.0 bootcamp with few really amazing advancements, because the data analyst spectrum skill set has changed a lot, specifically after the introduction and the boom of AI. And that is the reason we have included these demanding and booming tech stack in our bootcamp, like Azure, how to do the data analytics on Azure cloud, AI and Copilot, like how you will be using the AI as a data analyst in your day-to-day job activities, how you will be creating the AI powered dashboard, Excel and lot more things. So the bootcamp has been launched and the live classes are going to start from the 20th of July 2024, and this is open for all. No prerequisite are required, no basic programming SQL kind of understanding are required. Doesn't matter what kind of background you are coming for. And I have been saying this, the data analyst profile is the most easiest way to get into the data analytics plus the IT industry. So if you are coming from non-tech, sales background, BCom, BA, any kind of background, just get into this bootcamp. And in this 3 months of bootcamp, you will be learning everything from basic to advanced. So link has been given in the description, or you can visit www.growdataskills.com. And for my YouTube family and for first 50 users, we are running the exclusive discount offer, and you can use a code FIRST50 to get this amazing offer. So hurry up and enroll really fast, because there will be limited number of seats in this bootcamp. All these data analyst related skills and tech stack we will be learning in the live classes, and we will be having the live doubt session after the classes itself. And the best part of this bootcamp is the industry level of project, which will solidify your portfolio, and with the help of this thing you can crack your dream job in the data analyst role very easily. So we have made this quality bootcamp really affordable for you. And recently one of our alumni has bagged 2.17 CR job offer from the Walmart USA, and many other success stories on your screen. So enroll right now if you also want to do the same. Alright, so thank you so much, Shailja, for joining me in this podcast. Really excited to have a conversation after a long time. I know I guess 2 years back we recorded a podcast together. A lot of things have been changed. It would be good if you can introduce yourself to our new audience, something about your current background, past background.
Hi everyone, my name is Shailja Mishra. I am a data and applied scientist at Microsoft, and 2 years back when I joined Microsoft, I had a podcast with Shashank, and here I am with a very different journey today. Yeah, very excited for this discussion.
So Shailja, let's start with a very important question. I think everywhere, at most every company, right, every individual is talking about the data analytics thing. So primarily, if a beginner is here or who want to understand a data analytics a little bit, what is data analytics and why everyone is talking so much about it?
I think that's a very good question, Shashank, because be it a small company or a big company, every company is now generating revenue through data-driven decision making, and for that they need data analysts. That is why you would see a lot of companies, a lot of openings around data analysts, and people are confused in terms of what is this new thing called data analyst. So if I have to explain in a very simple terms, as the name suggests, data analysis is how you can take the data and do your own set of analysis, do your own set of visualization, and then you'll be able to derive those information from the data which is not directly available to you. So something which doesn't have any meaning to something which has a lot of meaning and can add a lot of revenue to the business is the work of a data analyst.
So we know there are multiple job profiles as well. So let's say data scientist, data analyst, data engineer, and sometimes I have seen companies mixing the responsibilities. Let's say they are hiring for a data scientist role or probably the data analyst role, and they are asking ML, machine learning related thing, something about core statistics. So is it actually needed, or the data analytics work is actually different from other profiles?
And I don't understand why companies have started mixing these roles in terms of the requirements. But primarily, anyone who wants to become a data analyst doesn't need to know machine learning and all of these things. For a data analyst, there are core data analytics skills which you need to learn. And the best part about this particular domain is that even if you are coming from a non-tech domain, if you are coming from a different domain, you can acquire these skills, you can have good projects and portfolio, and you can apply. You don't need to learn 10, 20 different skills to become a data analyst.
Right, and I guess a lot of people get fear of learning mathematics as well, because this thing also have been sold by other folks in the industry that yeah, you need it. So as per your experience so far in the industry, how much mathematics are you using?
No, I don't think being a data analyst you need to be a pro mathematician. A very basic understanding of descriptive statistics will help you to become better in terms of your analysis. Otherwise, there is no core mathematics or statistics that you need to apply in your daily job.
Maybe one more follow-up question to talking about the big tech firms like Microsoft, Amazon, Google. So how much the responsibilities are segregated for the data analyst job itself? Like, I mean, they are also doing the same thing, asking the ML related skills from the data analyst folks, or it is very crystal clear that okay, dashboarding and other related skill sets are required.
If you apply for any good role or a good company, top companies, the roles are very segregated. As a data analyst, the expectation from you would be that you have the knowledge of extraction, transformation, loading the data, and visualizing it to gain insights from the data. That's it. That's your clear portfolio. Nothing beyond that is expected from a core data analytics portfolio.
Let's touch upon a bit about the market, job market. I mean, a lot of people have been saying this, and specifically talking about grow data skills. So when we started platform and bootcamp, so a lot of people were questioning probably now AI is here, AI is booming, and we don't see any good job market for the data analyst role. Companies are not even hiring for the freshers. So how much is it true with respect to the job market? How is it for the data analyst folks?
Right. Since you said that, I have myself heard a lot of things that AI is here, it will take all of your jobs. You don't need to learn or you don't get a job. But as per my understanding, specifically being from a company who is the market lead of AI revolution right now, I don't think AI is here to take your job. But if I put it in a different terms, if you don't know AI, then there is a problem to get a job. So in terms of the market situation, companies are hiring. Yeah, it varies in terms of fluctuations of openings and all. But companies are hiring, and now the trends have changed a bit. They are not only hiring for the technical skills that used to be there like 4 to 5 years back, that you should know Python, SQL, Excel, etc. and you will get a good data analytics job. No. Now the trends have changed. AI is in the market. Everyone is talking about AI. Every company is using AI, and now every tool is integrated with AI or co-pilot capabilities. So the expectations from the learners, from the people who are aspiring to be a data analyst, would be that you know the core skills, but at the same time you are aware of AI, you are aware of Copilot, you know how to use them to make your analysis easier. You know those capabilities so that you are not just a data analyst, you are an AI enabled data analyst. And also people tend to not learn cloud, considering that that is something only data engineers need to know. That trend has also changed. So companies now look out for technical skills, knowledge of cloud platform, and also how good you are with the understanding of the latest trends of AI and Copilot.
So as you mentioned, I mean, you just mentioned the generic keywords like Copilot, AI, and these few things might look like a jargon for other people to understand. So maybe talking or relating this podcast with our title, what are the secrets to get a high paying data analytics job in 2024 itself after the boom of AI? So if we can crack it down till the bottom, like skills, AI tools, whatever you're talking about, and let the people understand how their journey will look like.
Definitely. I think this is one of the most asked question also. So let me try to break it in the most simplest form. I myself am starting this bootcamp and teaching all these topics in live classes. So starting with the core technical skills, you need to know Python, SQL, Excel, Power BI or Tableau, and basics of statistics. Like there is no if and but to these core technical skills that you need to learn irrespective of anything. After that, like I've said, AI, Copilot, yes, definitely these might be a very new term to a lot of folks. But if I have to put it in simple way, now all the tools through which you can learn Python, SQL, implement Excel, Power BI are now integrated with AI capabilities, which we call as Copilot. So rather than doing everything on your own, now you can use these AI or Copilot capabilities to make work done for you easily in a faster way, and also get to do something more which you already know about. And then comes the cloud platform. So now not every company runs everything on their systems, on their machines, because data is increasing exponentially. So you cannot do everything on your systems, and also it is not very cheap also. So companies have started moving towards cloud platforms where they can perform all their data analysis on cloud, and they don't have to maintain a lot of hardware and spend a lot of cost on that. So that is why if you want to become a data analyst, learn these core technical skills, learn about AI, learn about Copilot, know how to put them into your projects, not just theoretically. Learn how you can use AI analysis into your data analyst portfolios. And also, if you can deploy all of these on a cloud platform, you can have a complete portfolio of a data analyst, which you can start putting out and apply for jobs.
So as you mentioned, you are going to teach all these things in 3 months of your bootcamp. So maybe 1 and 2 minute brief about that one. How is it going to happen, and is it open for all, or someone needs some basic prerequisite to get started with this bootcamp? And I guess it's starting from 20th July, all the live classes.
Correct. So yeah, it's starting from 20th July. And before anything else, the biggest thing is no one needs to know anything from before in terms of no prerequisites, no restriction in terms of a particular background. Anyone from any background, yeah, obviously you need to have bachelor's degree, can join this particular bootcamp, because my idea is to teach everything from scratch. I don't expect people to know everything from before. I will start from scratch and slowly take it to advanced level, so that at the end of 3 months you are job ready with all the necessary skills. Now talking about skills, the plan is to have Python, SQL, Excel, Power BI and statistics. Like I said, these are the core technical skills that you need to have. On top of it, being one of the most latest trend in the market, I have personally created a lot of projects which I will be teaching around AI and Copilot capabilities, so that you can have real life projects with AI capabilities integrated. And on top of it, I'll be also teaching about cloud, Azure cloud platform, how do we deploy, so that you are a data analyst, an AI enabled data analyst, and also know about the cloud platform. On top of it, since a lot of people come from different backgrounds, so they have a lot of doubts regarding their career transitions, guidance, etc. So all of this is provided in this particular bootcamp. It's a 3 months bootcamp, and I will teach everything in the live classes, followed by a doubt session. Also, for the people who are not able to join, they will have access to the recordings. And there is a lot of doubts which a lot of people have, so we have provided a 24/7 Discord support as well. And finally, I would say the toughest part is how to get jobs, how to prepare resume and all of these things. So there is a specific module at the end of this bootcamp where I'll be talking about tips and tricks of interview cracking, resume, etc. So it's I would say a power pack bootcamp of 3 months where you will start from scratch and lead to a good data analyst.
So cool, very happy that this dedicated thing on the AI enabled data analytics is coming on your way. You will find the link in the description. Hurry up, enroll fast, as the live classes are going to start from the 20th July. And for all the people who are watching this podcast, there will be a special offer for you. You can find that coupon code in the description itself. If you basically want to guide someone that okay, data engineering, data analytics, data science is there, why data analyst is the easiest thing to transition, why you will not recommend data engineering and data science to anyone coming from BCom, BA, sales, QA, testing, that sort of background?
Sure, I think this is also one of the most asked question. I connect with hundreds of people, and one thing that I hear is, ma'am, data domain is booming like anything. We want to enter into data domain, but we don't understand which domain we should select and which one would be easy for us. So the direct suggestion that I give to them is go into data analytics, and there are two main reasons for that. The first reason is, unlike data engineering and data science, the number of skills that you need to learn to become a data analyst is comparatively lesser. So you have to spend lesser time and maybe focus more on the project side rather than learning 20-30 of skills to become a particular data analyst. The second reason for choosing a data analytics career is because companies do not normally differentiate people who come from a different background, like you said, BA, BCom, BCA, sales, any non-tech background, or from a different domain. While when it comes to data engineering or data science, sometimes there are strict restrictions that you should be having these many years of experience, this particular background, etc. That is not the case in data analytics. So it is very much easier to learn comparatively to other data domain skills, and also it is very much easier to crack also because of the number of openings and also because of the lesser number of restrictions. So that is why coming from non-tech or a different domain, the best choice is data analytics.
But what about there another question, like, okay, I am jobless maybe for 3-4 years because my background was like that. I was preparing for UPSC, I was preparing for government job. Now I have realized that no, I wasn't able to crack that, and let's get into IT. So how will their experience compensated? Will companies consider their resume in the interviews because they did not have any prior experience? If yes, like how they can improve it and how you will push them or what you have included in the bootcamp so that it will help them.
And even before saying anything, there are a few examples of my learners who had a very similar story, who had a different background, or I would say they did not even had any IT experience, but wanted to make one by entering into data analytics. So one thing that I suggested to them, and thankfully they have good job offers now, that even if you don't have an experience, your projects will be your experience. So learn the skills, have a portfolio. And in this particular bootcamp, my entire focus is, obviously skills are there, but having a very good portfolio with industry relevant projects, not something which is very common across everywhere, but some projects which you can showcase, which can talk about that yes, you know the skills, you have implemented those skills, and now you have a portfolio of projects which talks about your knowledge in that particular area. So if you have these good portfolio projects in your resume, a lot of companies do consider you. Even if you do not have experience, you are a fresher, you have knowledge, you have projects and portfolio, you can be considered for initial fresher roles. Once you gain experience, you can start looking out for better roles. This is something that has worked for a lot of learners, and this is again the main focus of the coming bootcamp.
Even if somebody is getting not so good salary in the beginning, if they're starting with a data analytics role, should they start with that package, or they should just keep on hunting more and more good opportunities? Because whatever is realistic, that's what we talk about. We don't always boast big numbers like 20 LPA, 30 LPA all the time. In our boot camps, we have seen people starting from nothing to at least 2.5 LPA, 3 LPA, 5 LPA. And they were really happy that they have something. Like, it's always better to have something than nothing. So what's your take on this one? I mean, they should start with any particular journey, or I mean, it's, yeah, I mean, until unless तुम्हें नहीं मिल रहा 10-20 लाख, you don't start.
No, definitely. And I think when it comes to placement, no, it's not only about hard work. It's sometimes about luck also. So sometimes if you have the confidence that you have the knowledge and you will crack 20-30 LPA and you just let go any smaller package, it might happen that you might not get a good package later in the future. Market situation can change, anything can happen. So my suggestion for people is always that do not just look out for something, wait for something that is something very big and I'll only get for that role. If you are a fresher, or if you have something, if you don't have any experience, if you are getting a decent offer, go for it. Because at the end of the day, company experience matters a lot. If you get 6 months or 1 year of a company experience, now you can ask for any good number of package with X% increase on your salary. So rather than waiting for that good salary, get a decent offer, enter into IT, gain experience, easily switch can happen later.
Some non-tech kind of background, what companies are easy to target for them in the beginning? Service-based companies or top tier 1 companies? What's your, just be honest with your answer.
No, that's a very true story. Service-based companies would be easier to crack if you have no experience or if you're a fresher. While product-based companies would be tougher because they look out mainly for the skills, but sometimes for the experience also. But yeah, you can start with service-based companies and then target for product-based companies later.
And I guess that's your similar story as well. Like any 1-2 line about your experience, how you transition.
Correct. A lot of people ask me that also. I have not been into Microsoft from day one. I also transitioned from a service-based company to a product-based company. And in my case, I would say I became a full stack data person because I have worked across different domains. But one thing from my experience was that all of my learnings came from my work only. So I gained so much of experience while working on different projects that it became comparatively very easy to crack company like Microsoft because of I only had 1.5 years of experience, but my project spoke much more than 1.5 years of experience. So that is why I say projects, work X matters a lot, and once you have these things, money can come very easily. So don't chase money initially, chase knowledge, chase projects, and this will come.
Cool. Let's talk a bit about the salary packages itself. I mean, as obviously the AI boom and the market pickup after the recessions and all. So on an average, what these guys can expect from a service-based company in terms of compensation? If you have some numbers for the startups, that would be good. And obviously you have numbers for the top tier 1 companies. So if you can share that thing, it will be helpful for them.
So starting with people who are freshers, who are coming from a different domain, if you have good projects, if you have a good portfolio, then you can expect package of 8 to 10 LPA. Okay. Now this thing can vary depending upon which type of company you are joining. Service-based companies would have a lesser package, but then if you target startups or if you target top product-based companies, your package would increase exponentially. It can go from 10 to 20 LPA as well, including different components. This is only for freshers. But the moment you gain from your fresher level to 1 or 2 years of experience, just add that number exponentially. Also, it depends upon how well you have performed in the interview, what was your previous package and all. But I would say compared to other market standards and to the other roles which right now are there in the industry, data analytics would give you a very good decent package even when you are starting.
Lot of confusion is there in the market. A lot of people are trying to sell a lot of things, maybe which are not realistically possible. Even if they are, companies are not demanding for it, but still they are forced to get a knowledge of it. So anything you want to share so that people are at least aware with all these sort of scam or anything which they should not go for?
Definitely. I think that's the motto here. Firstly, data analytics is not as tough as it is sold in the market. Definitely. There are top skills that you need to learn. Learn them and you can become a data analyst. Do not get into the rat race of learning everything so that you can crack data analyst role. Second thing is AI is not just a talk of town. It is now the reality. So you are not in an era where just by knowing, okay, there is something called AI will help you get a job. AI is not an option anymore. It has to be there on your portfolio. It has to be there on your projects. So that is something which is must. And thirdly, getting into IT is something that looks very tough initially. But believe me, there are a lot of learners I have taught, I talk with on a daily basis, where I've seen a journey where they knew nothing. They started learning these things. They made projects, they made portfolio, and then they practiced a lot of mock interviews and etc. and they got a job. So it's a journey. It will take time, but you will be there. Just focus on your learning and do not get into a rat race of learning 20-30 things. Whatever anyone says, I'll learn all of these things so that I'll get a job. No. Follow a structured curriculum, follow a structured approach, make projects, apply for jobs. That should be a step-by-step process. And yeah, I think that is for what I started this particular bootcamp, because a lot of people requested me to have something which is the most trending tool right now in the market along with data analytics tool. So yeah, look for affordability also. Do not just go and buy courses. I'm not naming any courses, but just do not go and buy anything which charges you anything and teaches you anything.
Cool. Thanks for availing the people. And yeah, that's pretty much what I had to ask, specifically the secrets of getting high paying data analytics jobs. So I hope whatever you have shared as per your experience, it is gonna be really helpful for them. And most important part, the bootcamp you are going to start. So again, repeating, that link is given in the description, or you can visit www.growdataskills.com. The Data Analytics 3.0 bootcamp is going to start from 20th of July. Live classes, live doubt session, everything like she has already explained. So yeah, like hurry up because seats are filling really fast. And you have anything to ask specifically related to your career guidance or particular doubt about the bootcamp, put it in the comment section and we will be answering all those things. So thank you so much, Shailja, for joining us and sharing your wonderful experience about the data analytics and how they can crack it. And it's a big thanks from my side and from the entire audience side.
Thank you, Shashank. And for the people interested, I'll see you in the live classes.
So this is what I had in this amazing podcast. I hope you have enjoyed this whole conversation with Shailja and you have got the important insights like how to become a AI enabled data analyst in the 2024. What kind of AI skills you need to acquire. If you have found it informative, then make sure to give a like in the big numbers. If you have anything, any thoughts, any opinion, put it in the comment section. Ask as many as questions you want to ask and we will be answering all of those. And if you're new to the channel, then don't forget to smash the subscribe button and press the notification icon. I will see you guys really soon with another amazing podcast. Till then, don't forget to enroll yourself in the Data Analyst 3.0 bootcamp with Azure AI and Copilot. Enrollments started, live classes will be starting from 20th of July. Enrollment link has been given in the description, or you can visit www.growdataskills.com, and a very special coupon code for my YouTube family, you can find it in the description. Hurry up and enroll fast.